A humble village surrounded by farmland and tree burns, barns, homes, and other buildings are consumed by flames. Crops are smashed as the goblins trample through the fields as they storm the village. The apprentice dives to the ground, just missing the sword of a goblin riding on top of giant scorpions. The apprentice manages to roll over, and behind the cover of a horse trough, a goblin sees the apprentice and runs towards her. At the same time, 3 men run for their lives. The goblin sees the men and chases after them. The coast is clear. The apprentice runs towards and through the nearby cornfield. As she runs, goblins ride through the field, their swords missing the top of her head by inches. Inches, ooh-wee. The apprentice hides out and behind a stack of farm tools piled in the corner of the barn. The apprentice suddenly goes off, stiff as a goblin creeping outside. The goblin can be heard coming closer, sniffing the air. Sweat runs down the apprentice's face into her eye. The goblin comes closer and closer. It's now right outside. And then it's gone. The apprentice lets out her breath, and the goblin smashes through the wall, snatching the apprentice before she can run. The village is on fire. The goblins rain havoc as their giant scorpions rip through the building, forcing townfolk to flee into the chaos. A goblin loses a flaming arrow, suddenly arcs back around and lands in the goblin's eye. The rest of the goblins turn to see the wizard charging at them at full speed. Fireballs flying out of his hands. The goblins charge at him with spears. Wizards clap their hands together, forcing the goblins to crash into each other. Goblins armed with muskets climbed on top of a house and fire on Wizard. Wizard goes out of the way just in time to send some of the shots arcing back at their marksmen. A scorpion slashes at the wizard with its claw, knocking him to the ground. Wizard rolls around, just barely avoiding the scorpion's spiked legs and poison tail. The scorpion shoots up into the air and drops on the top of the remaining goblin shooters. The remaining goblins stop in their tracks,